We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the Arizona Diamondbacks in the second game of a 3-game series at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, or BW, or B-Dubs for short. Whatever works for you. Happy to have everybody back here. People already filing in to the Charm City chat. But I also want to say a big hello to those that might be new to my channel. You're not alone. This channel just started up in time for the beginning of this 2024 season. My goal is to do play-by-play call for every Orioles game all season long and hopefully well into October. And also provide a community for fellow Oriole fans or baseball fans in general to come together, congregate, especially for those that might not have a chance to catch the game themselves, either on the TV or over the radio. If you don't have a way to follow along, you've got a way to do it with me, the BirdWatcher. So that's the main deal. If you're new, why don't you give it a chance and see if you like it. If you do, think about subscribing and join the BirdWatcher community. We got, again, the Charm City chat here. People are already showing up. I'll say hi to everybody here in a sec. I already said a few hellos. We'll see how people are filing in as we go here. We're going to have first pitch in about 8 minutes. Maybe 9 minutes with my little bit of delay. So yeah, game 2, folks. Last night, game 1. Not too shabby. We come away with a win. Cole Irvin with a solid start. The bullpen did its job as well for the most part. 1 run given up by Albert Suarez. But hey, can't blame the guy. You throw him out there in all kinds of different crazy situations. He's doing his best. But yeah, and we kept the Arizona bats quiet. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do it again today. We got another lefty on the mound. John Means making his second start of the season. And folks, if you've been following the Orioles at all, surely you heard that Means in his first start was positively fantastic. 7 innings. More than anybody would have thought, being on a pitch count. Gave up just 3 hits and no walks, while striking out 8. I mean, more than a strikeout per inning. The numbers, insane in his first start. He got the win. No ERA. Whip is minuscule. Looking good after 1 start. Let's hope he can, if he only pitches 80% of this sort of, let's say he goes 1 less inning. Let's say he gives up a run or 2. We'll take it. Ryne Nelson, meanwhile, the right-hander, will be on the mound for the Diamondbacks. And he's struggled. He's been probably the least reliable starter in this D-backs rotation. He comes in with a 2-2 record, but an ERA of over 5 and a whip of 1.60, giving up more than 1.5 base runners per inning. 27 hits in just 20 2/3 innings, along with 6 walks, and he's given up a few homers along the way. Looking down at the batting order tonight for the Diamondbacks, no changes from last night. Exact same lineup with Marte staying at DH and leading off. Corbin Carroll batting second, playing in center. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. will be back in left field. He looked a little bit uncomfortable out there in the pasture. Christian Walker back in the cleanup spot. He'll be at first base. Randall Grichuk in right field. Again, with a lefty on the mound, he'll see another start over Jock Peterson. Eugenio Suarez will be at third base, batting 6th. Gabriel Moreno, the catcher, hitting 7th. Blaze Alexander at second base, hitting 8th. And finally, Newman, shortstop, batting 9th. For the Orioles, our shortstop leads off. His name is Gunnar Henderson. You might have heard of him. Adley Rutschman, the catcher, batting 2nd. Ryan O'Hearn, the DH, hitting 3rd. Ryan Mountcastle is in the cleanup spot again, playing first base. Anthony Santander out in right field. Colton Cowser's in center field. Wait a minute, what's going on with this lineup here? Hold on. Jordan Westberg at third base, batting 7th. And folks, Kjerstad. Heston makes the lineup. Folks, we were talking about this last night. It had to come down to this, and we'll talk about it, but basically it came down to Brandon Hyde going, you know what? I'm going to put Kjerstad in left field and see what happens. Folks, it's going to be a little scary. Left field at Camden Yards is no joke. It's going to be his first start in left field at Camden Yards. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully not too many balls hitting his direction, and if they are, they're nice, high and easy to retrieve balls, just hanging up in the air, waiting to come down easily just a few feet away from wherever he's standing. That would be good. Jorge Mateo will bat ninth and play second base. All right. Let me go ahead and make sure I got this game up and running now that we're a minute past the hour. Should be about 4 minutes to first pitch. And folks, as a reminder, again, if you're new, if you are indeed watching along with me with the sound down, you're going to want to go ahead and sync up your game. The best way to do that, take your remote, and when you see the first out of the game, pause your remote with your remote. Pause the game immediately. If it's a strikeout, strike three, you're out. Or a play at first base, or somebody catches a pop-up or a fly ball. Just as soon as that out's made, hit pause, then allow me to catch up and announce that same play. Then you unpause, and then you're synced up for the rest of the day. All right? Sound easy? It is. All right. Kevin Brown back in the booth. Good to see. By the way, folks, we got to talk at some point about the worst home run call I've ever heard in my life. Whoa, that's loud. You might be hearing Jim Palmer bleed into my microphone there. All right, the team I want to see. Brown and Palmer. Yeah, Melanie Newman, folks. On that Gunnar Henderson home run in the second game of the series against the Nats, made the worst home run call I've ever heard. TV or radio. She basically tried to gaslight every viewer into thinking that they were tricked by Gunnar Henderson's home run. No, you were tricked, Melanie. You were tricked. It's hilarious. If you can find the clip, go ahead. I'd play it, but I'm worried I'll get a copyright thing. I played one clip off Twitter for a highlight, and I got a copyright claim for it. Here's John Means making his way in from the bullpen. Oh, yeah. Let me say hi to everybody while I got a chance. All right. Rob's here. Christina, too. Welcome back. The book doc, also back. Don't worry about Kjerstad. Mateo will cover for him. Well, what do you mean? Mateo's at second base. Kjerstad's in left field. Mateo's going to, sprint 150 feet or so to go out and help him out? Well, it might come down to that. To be fair, the D-back center acting very strange on that Gunnar. You mean the Nationals? Eddie Rosario? Well, what he did was stand still. And if you look at the swing of the bat and Gunnar's body language and everything else, and then you cut to a player that's just standing still, to me, I've seen that more times than I can remember. That's a player just either doesn't know where it is and it's gone, or doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that that ball's going out of the yard. They only want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Either way, they treated it like, it's just he's just going to catch it out there. No, he's not. That ball's out of the yard. Common Steve. I'm a common person. I like to talk with common people. Or did you mean come on? What did I do? I missed a joke? It's so early. It's really early for me to miss a joke. 3:05 a.m. local time, by the way. This should be a fun night. What else is going on? Did I say Narniak? Did I say hello? Very bad decision, but Kjerstad left. Well, Narniak, that was the deal. Brandon Hyde said the only way I can get Kjerstad in the lineup, and then also I know I need to get Mullins out, is to do it like this. And because the thing is, if you put Mateo in center field to give Mullins a day off, you still don't have a way to get Kjerstad in the game without either taking Cowser out, which is still playing left field, Santander out. You're not taking him out right now. O'Hearn, you're not taking him out. Mountcastle, you're not taking it. We got to get him in there somewhere. Believe me, I'm nervous. Here's what I think. With a player like Kjerstad and the inexperience and the questionable fielding acumen out there in that giant left field, I'm going to say there's probably a 25% chance today that he's going to make an error out there. But that means there's a 3 and 4 chance that everything will be fine. He's going to get a few balls hit out in his direction. They're not going to be a big deal. He'll make the catch. Or, if it's a base hit, he'll scoop it up and get it back in. Okay, we're ready to go. We're jumping right in here. John Means going up against Ketel Marte, the switch hitter batting from the right side. Looks at strike one. We are underway. John Means. Again, what an outing he had. In his first start of the season, coming back from a injury layoff. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Marte. I like this start. Let me go ahead and refresh this page. Looks like it's not. I guess once the game starts, it doesn't automatically do this. Marte batting .295, by the way, and also took the team lead in home runs, hitting his 9th in the ball game last night. What are we looking at here? Okay, this is where we are. Next pitch is hit in the air, center field, and there's Cowser. The Cowser has shifted to center, and he chases this one down. That ball's hit pretty well. Out just to the left of center field. Cowser had to go back on it, but he made a good catch. One away here in the top of the first. Marte retired, and now Corbin Carroll is in the box. He's hitting an even 200. Coming in today, Means with his first pitch outside for ball one. Carroll held to an 0 for 4 last night. Next pitch is off the plate outside again, 2-0. That went a little closer to the zone. And the next offering is lifted foul behind the plate. 2-1 on Corbin Carroll. He may be struggling here in the beginning of the season, but he's still a dangerous hitter. This one's hit on the ground. Nice spinning stop by Mateo. Gets to his feet and throws out the speedy Carroll. Jorge Mateo looking more and more comfortable with every game he gets over there at second base. Nice play. 2 away here in the top of the first. Orioles defense looking good. Just don't hit balls to left field deep. We'll be okay. Yeah, the youth and all the drafts, all the draft picks, it's ridiculous. I mean, O'Hearn obviously we scooped up, but yeah, Mateo, originally a Yankee. But yeah, Gunnar, Adley, Mountie, Colton, Westy, Kjerstad. It's a good thing. 2-1 the count on Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Forgive me for getting distracted. Gurriel batting, what is he batting? 240. There's a swing and a, is that tapped foul at the plate or just a miss? 2-2 the count. 2 down and a 2-2 pitch to Gurriel. Upstairs, and the count will go full. The Orioles wearing their orange tops. Got my favorite cap with the orange bill, the white front, with the Oriole bird on, with the black back on the hat. Payoff pitch is popped up. Shallow right field. Santander coming in, makes the catch. John Means, 3 up, 3 down. Picking right up where he left off. Make that 8 innings back with just 3 hits and no walks. I mean, what's his whip now? Like .33 or something? It's ridiculous. John Means. All right. Diamondbacks held off the bases. We go to the bottom of the first. Arizona, nothing. Orioles coming up. Oh, boy. It's going to be a night. Let's see. Let's see how long this stamina lasts. Let's see how long your boy. This is the toughest one, folks. The 3 a.m. start time. It's the toughest one of all. But I am more than happy to give it a try. Hey, Janet's in here. I'm listening, but I'll be in and out of chat for a few. I've got food on the grill. You got some cakes on the griddle? Hey, don't be talking about food without saying you got enough for everybody to share. I'm starving over here. Hey, my friend. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you in chat. Yeah, the jerseys. Yeah, it's got that traffic cone sort of light brightness to it, doesn't it? It's good to wear around late at night. Less chance of somebody running into you. Oh, is this the free game of the day on MLB.com? Maybe that's an apology for last night being on Apple TV. Hey, we realize the game was on Apple TV. We'll give you a free one today. How about that? All right, top of the order, bottom of the first. Gunnar, Adley, and O'Hearn. Just 3 right-handed batters in this lineup to face the righty Ryne Nelson. Nelson with, again, 2-2 record. 2-2. 2-2 record. Opponents are hitting over 300 off him, 314. Here we go. First pitch is upstairs to Gunnar Henderson. Henderson is hitting .272. 11 homers, 26 batted in. There's a called strike, knee high on the outside corner. What's Nelson's arsenal here? Got a feeling he doesn't have anything too tricky. There's one lifted. A changeup that Henderson didn't get too much on. It's going to be an easy fly ball out to left for Gurriel. 1 away. Here's his arsenal. 4-seam fastball. He throws it more than half the time. And then he's got a cutter, slider, changeup. And then the rare curveball. So pretty much fastball, slider. A little cutter to make that fastball, you can't just jump right on it. It might move in on you a little bit or away, depending on what side of the plate. Here's the first pitch to Rutschman. That's on the outside edge for a called strike. Adley hitting .316, 5 homers, 22 driven in. 1 hit yesterday. This one's on the hands. Rutschman swings and fouls it off to the right. Now I'm a second ahead. Now I got the jump. Now I'm spoiling. Oh and 2 on Adley. The pitch outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Orioles would be let's wait for this next pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 or 96, 96 on the outside corner. Rutschman comes up empty. 2 away, nobody on. Just getting started, bottom of the first. So, I was going to say, the Diamondbacks, they've got their ace on the mound tomorrow in the form of Zach Gallen. He's been off to a great start and had a great year last season. He's really blossomed into sort of ace caliber status as Ryan O'Hearn looks at a called strike to begin his at-bat. O'Hearn batting .296. So, if the Orioles want to clinch this series, it'd be really nice to do it today. This one's hit hard in the center, backing up on it, and with room and time, Corbin Carroll's able to track it down and make the catch. O'Hearn with solid contact, but nothing doing for the Orioles here in the bottom of the first. We go to the second. Nothing. All right. Maybe I should bring up my script. What am I supposed to do at the end of innings? Yeah, again, I forgot I needed to do this. I need to move some things around. This is where I say, well, remind the chat, no spoilers. Well, I'm not really worried about anything getting spoiled at this stage of the game. I got to move that to something later. So what should we talk about? Whoops. Well, I can tell you the sub-screen is on standby. And I think we began the day at 7:25. So maybe we should think about a target. 7:26. Hey, thank you, whoever subbed already today. 7:50. I feel that might be a stretch. I'll take 7:40. I will be very humbly pleased with 7:40. That's 14 people. That's like one every half inning or something. Not even. We could do that. We're getting there. Yep. Once you get to 750, then it's the home stretch to 1,000. Fantastic. Of course, folks, remember, everybody that's familiar with the BirdWatcher channel now, you already know the deal with the sub-screen. You understand. It's not just a gimmick. So when I do bring it up eventually as things get tight and late, for all the new people that might be tuning in, you got to back up your boy when I say, hey, I got to do this. It's part of the whole thing. Here we go. First pitch to Christian Walker is fouled away. He got out in front of that Means curveball. Hit it hard, relatively deep, but well foul. 0-1. Walker batting .281, 7 homers, 26 RBI. That leads the ball club. This one low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. $5K by the All-Star break. I would need some kind of like boost. Here's a swing and a miss. I mean, that would be great, but I'm not quite on that kind of pace. 1-2 the count on Walker. Again, folks, in case you'd forgotten, Christian Walker came up through the Orioles system, had a cup of coffee in a couple of seasons. He managed 32 at-bats, a few less at-bats than Jackson Holliday had during his call-up. And I can tell you his numbers better than Jackson Holliday's in his Oriole career so far. This one is lifted. Right field, Santander barely has to move. Easy fly ball to right. Yeah, keep hitting him to center and right. We've had 2 fly balls to Tony and 1 to Kowser. Kjerstad, just hang out there and left. And maybe Means is just going to constantly pitch to the side of the plate closest to right field, Make everybody hit it that way. This one's actually up and in on the right-handed hitter Randall Grichuk. Grichuk batting .269, a homer and 8 RBI. 1 for 3 yesterday. 0-1 pitch is swing and a miss. Means' off-speed stuff looking really good, both location and mixing them up. This one's off the plate outside. 1-2 the count. Next pitch. Hit in the air. Pretty well. Kjerstad's going to be tested, and he makes the catch. Sprinting back toward the track there in deep left field. Over near that Orioles 2023 AL East Division champ sign. over by the splash zone. So there you go, Heston. It has to be said, he didn't exactly look graceful, but he got there. He made the catch. Good job, Heston. Okay, Eugenio Suarez at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball. Strike one. 229 for Suarez. This one's fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. Can of corn. Yeah, so far, Kjerstad has passed the first test. And I'm happy for him. Look, I'm rooting for him. Do you think I want to see? I'm not sitting here going, oh, I can't wait for him to make a mistake so I can, tell you I told you so. And that's nothing like that. There's a check swing, and an appeal rings up Eugenio Suarez. John Means, another 3-up, 3-down inning. This one capped off with a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second. Nothing doing yet here at Camden Yards. Oh, yeah. I love Kjerstad. And, folks, I've been reading some stuff. Everybody's talking about Miller, the Oakland flamethrower. And the Oakland A's are on record as saying, we are entertaining offers for Miller now. They said something to the effect of, we're not exactly trying to get rid of him now, but if the right deal comes along now, we're going to listen. But, folks, there's some trade simulators out there that you can sort of play around with that sort of measures the value of players. It just doesn't measure what you think their potential is. It measures how many years of control, team control a player has, their age, lots of different factors. And, of course, this Miller guy, everybody wants him. His market value is very, very high. And looking at what the Orioles might have to potentially give up to get a guy like that, it would take a guy like Heston Kjerstad. How would somebody feel about that? How would somebody feel about going out and getting the flamethrower closer that everybody wants if it meant letting go of Kjerstad? By the way, you'd have about 3 years of control on this guy, too. Just saying. I'm not sitting here going, oh, that sounds good to me. But I'm also going, don't need pitching, need bats. What? We need bullpen help, man. We need a closer, man. We need bats? Look, believe me, I'm a Kjerstad fan, not trying to get rid of him, just letting you know that's the sort of market value it would take to get an elite closer like that. Okay, Ryan Mountcastle, first pitch is a strike, and the next one is fouled away. So he's quickly in the hole 0-2, leading off the bottom of the second. Mounty's hitting .276. I mean, really our only weakness right now is who's going to close games. And there's a line drive base hit down into the right field corner. Mounty going opposite field. That one's going to hop up against the wall. He takes a look over his shoulder, heading into second. Turn on the sprinklers. The Orioles have an extra base hit to lead off the bottom of the second. The splash zone is getting wet. Let's go. Mounty's starting to rally. And it's time to break out some tatas in the chat. I love my Tony Tata Tots. Wait, why does it just say Tony Tater? Is that showing up like that for you guys? That's what I named it. First pitch to Santander, called strike on the inside edge of the zone. 216 is the average. Well, that ain't right. Give me my taters. Great, my chat's broken. 0-1 the count on Tony. Next pitch, pop foul behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Come on, Tony. I know you like to swing away. I know you like to go for the big shot. But a leadoff double, I like to see some sort of effort to at least get that runner over to third. That's the number one priority here. As Nelson steps off the rubber. With runners in scoring position, Santander, even though hitting only .216 on the season, he's hitting over 300 when it counts. This one's in the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. I can't believe I can't throw out any taters. I want my money back. These memberships are a joke. Yeah, apparently there's been a glitch today with the Tony Tater emoji. At least you can see, you guys, that I actually modified my own emoji. I created it. I made you a tater tot. This one's fouled away. 1-2 on Santander. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. No score. Mountcastle out there at second base after the leadoff double. The milkman is on deck, so get those cows ready as well. Pitch. Oh, a check swing, but it's a called strike 3. That had the outside edge. Santander goes down on strikes. Oh, a tough spot to take a strikeout after a leadoff double. Not what you want. Not what you want at all. But hey, we got a deep lineup. We still got Cowser and Westberg. 2 more shots to drive in the run. And if anybody else gets on, Kjerstad is in the hole. Cowser's first pitch is fouled back. Colton batting .268. 6 homers, 20 driven in. OPS just under 900. After getting limited action to begin the season, then going on a red-hot tear, winning Player of the Week. He then went through a cold spell. Now he seems to sort of finding that comfort zone. There might be more of the Cowser to expect on a night-in, night-out sort of basis. Like a .270 kind of hitter. Got some pop, got some speed. This one is low. 2-1 the count. And I hear the bugle charge at the ballpark. I'll give it to you now. There are more cow apparel. There is more cow apparel in the stadium than there ever was before. The cows grow more and more with every game. 2-2 the count on the milkman. Mountie still hanging out at second base. 1 away. Got to get through on Ryne Nelson. This guy is not that good. This one is foul back. Still 2-2. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, line into right, but right at the right fielder. Another hard-hit ball for an out. Grichuk makes the catch. Mountie is stuck at second. Leadoff double by Mountie, and he got Tony, Cowser, and Westberg 3 shots to get him in. First 2 shots have not panned out. Come on, Westy. Pick him up with the 2-out base knock. What do you say? Westberg batting .282, 6 homers, 24 driven in. Let's make it 25. Pitch. Lifted foul and behind the plate. Oh, is book doc behind? Yeah, always make sure there's a red dot next to the word live at the bottom of your screen. Sometimes just sort of gets off, the wheels get off the track. 0-1 pitch, low and away. Westberg lays off 1-1. Here's a shot of Mr. Splash. He's got all the appropriate apparel on. 1-1 the Westie. This one's lined. It's going to get down into the left center field gap for extra bases. It'll bounce up against the wall. Ryan Mountcastle can moonwalk home. And the Orioles have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Second double of the inning, and the splash zone is getting wetter. All the sprinklers are on. It looks like a golf course right at dawn. Just sprinklers going everywhere. All right, I'll come up with a better analogy next time. Bottom line, Orioles 1, Diamondbacks nothing. We got the early lead. Picked him up with a 2-out RBI to Jordan Westberg. Folks, he's my favorite player. I'm sorry. Somebody's got it. It's too easy. It's too easy to go Adley. It's too easy to go Gunner. He's my favorite player. I'm saying it right now, Jordan Westberg. Somebody's got to be his number one fan. Heston Kjerstad at the plate. First pitch, ball 1. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Changeup. Kjerstad in limited action, batting just $182. Next pitch is lifted off to the left, foul, and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 down, a run in. And a nice-looking crowd as I get my first panoramic shot of the ballpark today. One-two pitch. In on the hands of Kjerstad. He swings at it and fouls it away. Protective swing, but that pitch was heading inside all the way out of Nelson's hand. You would hope Kjerstad could have just laid off there. 1-2 the count. And this one is swung on and just got a piece as the ball goes all the way back to the backstop and gets lodged into one of those scrolling advertising signs. Bat boy goes over to retrieve it. Still 1-2 on Kjerstad. Pitch. Up and in, and he swings and misses. Kjerstad strikes out to win the inning, but Jordan Westberg picks everybody up after a leadoff double from Ryan Mountcastle and a couple of failed attempts to drive him in. Jordan Westberg gets it done to get the Orioles the lead. We go to the third, 1-0 Baltimore. All right, what am I supposed to do at the end of 3 innings? The Discord. Hey, folks, did you know that outside of calling games live and in the moment, what do you call it? There's another place you can go to chat about all things Orioles or all things whatever. It's right here. I'm putting the link in the chat. A few more people started showing up yesterday. It's just a place to discuss. You know, we can't solve everything in the middle of the game, right? Maybe a bright idea pops into your head. You want to share it with everybody, you can do it over there in the Discord. It's no big deal. You don't have to, set up an email account or anything. I don't think. It's just you click on the invite and boom, you're in. I think, right? There's no real, registration involved with that, is there? Maybe somebody can let me know. The Yankees are an expensive joke. I called last year. They would be looking at the O's taillights all season. Wait for the old men injuries. Well, I tell you what, Giancarlo Stanton, I love seeing it when they've got Stanton in that lineup because you want to talk about ruining the momentum of a rally or, I am a firm believer. You cannot have a base running liability right in the middle of your lineup. I mean, the dude is either hitting a double play ball, striking out, not beating out hits that other players would. What would be a double for most is only a single for him. It's a mess. Gabriel Moreno at the plate. First pitch is a strike, and the next one is inside for ball one. Moreno, the Diamondback catcher, hitting .253 coming in today. Swing and a miss. Means with the fastball, just 90 miles an hour, but good location, right at the top of the zone, right on the inside corner. Well, I mean, did I word that in a funny way, or? I mean, that's what happens when you run when it takes you 2 minutes to get to first base. I've seen it. It just as a neutral fan, when I see it, it gives me anxiety. Here's a pitch inside to Moreno. The count has gone full here on Gabriel Moreno leading off the top of the third. Blaze Alexander on deck. And speaking of Blaze, your boy might be due for a lucky. It's going to be a long night. This one's popped up on the infield. Westberg initially calls off Gunnar, but Gunnar takes command, backing up a little farther into shallow left field to make that catch. One away here in the top of the third. Perfect. It was perfect. I mean, that's what he does. Because, he can't go first to third on a, hit to the... I mean, it's just every little thing to get that base. He can't do it. He's station to station if ever there was one. And it's barely that. Blaze Alexander is batting .263. He went 0 for 4 last night. 3 homers, 13 batted in. After ball one, there's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the third. Orioles lead 1-0. Trying to clinch this 3-game series today. There's one fouled back. Means gets ahead of another hitter, 1-2. I mean, has Means been in a tough... Has he been in a 3-1 count yet today? I mean, he has been very efficient. And, folks, this Diamondback team, they've, coming into this series anyway, have feasted on left-handed pitching. And so far, between Cole Irvin's start and the first 7 outs Means has gotten here tonight, and he is 7 for 7 so far. 2-2 pitch is up and in on Alexander, and the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on. That one's drilled. Is that going to stay fair? It will. Blaze Alexander. Is that foul? Wow. The Diamondback manager's on the phone. Actually, one of the coaches is on the phone. The manager's out already arguing with the ump. I mean, on first look to me, folks, that was a home run. And the review is on. Now, I don't know if this is a challenge or if this is one of those things where the umpires can review without the I mean, this look. That angle's not gonna do it. That angle doesn't show anything. Well, we've got to pause here. We got a delay. Blaze Alexander is wondering if he's hit a home run or not. They have yet to show a second angle. That would be nice instead of just staring at the umpire here. I mean, a second look on the same angle, I would say foul, but I almost feel like I'm being gaslit by the fact that that's the call. I just want to see a second angle. Hey, David, with complete blindness, you'd still probably make more right calls more often than the umps do. Thank God Almighty, it is indeed a foul ball. Well, folks, if I misled you on the call, you can at least forgive me with the fact that they had to review it. It was close. Full count on Alexander. One away. And the payoff pitch is fouled back. Again, I don't think that was a case of a Arizona challenge. I think on gauging fair or foul on a home run call is something the umps can just go to New York and ask for a definitive answer on. This is fouled away. Still 3-2 on Alexander. So even though the play stands, I believe Arizona still has their challenge. Payoff pitch. Fouled away again. Hey there, booty smacker. How you been? You been smacking it much booty lately? How's the booty smacking game going? Another payoff pitch. And another foul ball. My goodness, how long has this at-bat gone on? Blaze Alexander is starting to make John Means' pitch count go up a little bit. I mean, he's still on a very nice pace. But let's get this at-bat over with. Top of the zone called, strike three. And, folks, that was a couple inches up above the zone. But you know how it is. A long at-bat like that and how well John Means has sort of established himself with his command, it's too close to take in that situation. That would be my honest opinion. Even if it were an Oriole hitter in that same situation, well, maybe I'd still be angry. Maybe I would start barking at the ump. But the truth is, you probably need to go after that pitch. This one's drilled. This one is definitely drilled. Deep left field. Going back on it and up against the wall. It's out of Kjerstad's glove. He ran into the wall just as he was making the catch, and the runner is going to make it all the way into third base. Well, there you go, folks. Look, I'm not going to say Kjerstad played that one terribly. I'm not saying anyone else makes that catch. It wasn't easy. Got to go all the way back, running on a dead sprint into the wall. But again, the glove was there, and the ball, it's just that last piece of the puzzle, snaring that ball when you get there. This one's crushed. Down the left field corner, and if that's fair, and it is, a 2-run homer from Ketel Marte, and the Diamondbacks have suddenly taken the lead. Wow, how things have changed in a moment's notice. What in the world has happened in the span of about 3 pitches? My goodness. Marte, second home run in as many games, and he's hit him from both sides of the plate, hasn't he? Because that other home run was the right center last night. Oh, no, he did go the other way off of Irvin. That's right. He did hit off of Irvin. So he's got 2 home runs off each of our starters. That one a 2-run shot, and that hurts. Because if there's one thing you can say about the Orioles' propensity to give up the home run ball, it's that the vast majority of them have been solo shots. You can feel the pain of that 2-run bomb. You go from being in a winning position to now being behind. Here's a fly ball to right field from Carroll. Santander will make the catch to end the inning. But the Diamondbacks, with a mini explosion, again, over the course of maybe 2 or 3 pitches, They get a couple of runs on the board, courtesy of a 2-run homer from Ketel Marte. We go to the bottom of the third. Diamondbacks 2, Orioles 1. And you know what? It's time for your boy to do two things. One, he wants to let you know that he loves you. I want to tell Charm City Chat something. I love you guys, all right? Now, look. Don't expect me to say this with any sort of frequency. Don't act like I'm going to be all, lovey-dovey. But hey, maybe I'm feeling a little bit loopy because it's 3:45 in the morning and I'm still sipping on caffeine like a madman. I just want to tell you guys, I love you. I love what we got building here. I love this. It's fantastic. All right. That wasn't even in the script. All right. Bottom of third. Who's due up? Who do we got? Oh, Mateo, I guess, will lead things off. So 9, 1, and 2 due up. Mateo, Gunnar, and Adley. All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for being the one person. Okay. Janet chimes in. Oh, that's another thing I meant to mention to you guys. I'd love to be able to read through every comment and chat, but obviously paying attention to the ball game, it's just not possible. So if any of you ever want to sort of say something directly to me, you can always do what Janet did there. Just mention me, and then it'll pop up orange on my screen like you can see right there. It'll draw my attention. Just try not to do it with any crazy frequency, Don't go crazy on me. But yeah, I just don't want to leave anybody out in the lurch if they're trying to give me a comment. I don't want them thinking I'm ignoring them. Mateo at the plate. First pitch is a strike, and the next one is outside for ball 1. Jorge Mateo hitting .250. 1 for 3 yesterday, 2 homers, 5 driven in on the season. This is a slider, I guess. 89 miles an hour. Breaking off the plate outside. Count 2-1. Thank you, Baxter. Here's a line drive. That's going to get down. Let's see if Mateo will try to go to... Oh, he'll hold up. For most people, that's a single all the way. But for Mateo, you want to make sure, as that ball was hit toward right center. But Mateo gets on the leadoff man in the number 9 spot. You love to see it. Speed on the bases. Number 9 hitter on base. Nobody out and top of the order. This is how you get the lead back. Let's go, Gunnar. Struggling like a bull. First pitch to Gunnar is outside for ball 1. And this is where your boy says it's time for the sub-screen. I feel a rally coming on. Yesterday, in the early part of the game, when I felt a rally coming on, it produced. Let's see if it does again. Here's a pitch at the top of the zone, but no strike given. 2-0 on Gunnar. Hitters count. Speed on the bases. Nobody out. I like all of these things I'm saying right now. Here's a line drive. Base hit in the right field. Let's see if Mateo can get to third. He can't. Unbelievable. That's how hard that ball was hit by Gunnar Henderson. Into right field, and Mateo unable to make it to third. That's how hard that ball was hit. No worries. 2 on and nobody out for Adley Rutschman. And there's going to be a meeting with the pitching coach, I guess. I'm assuming that's the pitching coach. Honestly, it looks like it just wandered out of I don't know, somewhere. He's not even wearing anything that looks like a jersey or uniform or anything with any logo. It's just he's wearing a black shirt with a Nike swoosh logo. Don't you have to wear something with your team emblem on it somewhere? I don't know. I'm just a curmudgeon. Hey, speaking of curmudgeon, where's my boy Cantankerous? Hope Cantankerous is doing all right today. Under the bridge. Chili peppers. You know what? I don't ever want to feel like I did that day when Jeffrey Mayer leaned over and took that ball away. That's my under the bridge. Here's a ground ball, second base. They go to second for one, back to first, and they got two. My goodness. The worst possible result. A double play ball. Mateo at third now with two down. It's going to take more two-out magic. Man, oh Shevitz. Yeah, where is that cantankerous old fart anyway? It's up to Ryan O'Hearn here, and he'll take a first pitch strike, bottom of the zone. O'Hearn 0 for 1 with a line out back in the first. Orioles been a little bit unlucky here. This one's inside, 1-1. And again, Ryne Nelson. I mean, this is a guy that after 5 innings, you should have 3 runs at least up on the board. It's still only the third inning. 1-1 pitch. Inside out swing. Base hit into the opposite field. Another 2-out stake. Courtesy of Ryan O'Hearn. And the Orioles have tied the ball game at 2. 2-out RBI magic. Courtesy of the subscreen. Folks, don't act like the subscreen don't work. Your boy knows. Yeah, there was a double play mixed in. Yeah, that sucked. But we got a brand new ball game here with another 2-out RBI. Mountcastle at the plate. First pitch to him is a slide. What is that strike call, ump? Man, that was way off the plate. 0-1 on Mountie. But I can't complain. Again, so far in this series, more bad balls and strike calls going against the D-backs. This one's inside. And the count 1-1. We got one! This crew is awful. How about that? Every crew is awful. 1-1 pitch. Lined! Fair ball! Into the gap! O'Hearn is racing around, but third base is only as far as he can get. Another extra base hit. Second double of the game for Mountie. The 2-out rally continues. Man, that double play ball really hurt. We would be all over this guy right now if it weren't for that double play ball. Second and third with 2 down. Can we get one more big hit? Get those tatas in the chat. I would, but mine's broken. Santander, check swing, and it's fouled away. Hey, somebody could sub up or something. Yeah, folks, if you're thinking 750, think again. These on the fence subscribers, they're getting more and more persnickety as the days go on. They're harder and harder to convince. Folks, get in on the action. Santander fouls it back in the count 0-2. Second and third, 2 down. The Orioles have tied the ball game. Looking for more 2-out magic. The 0-2. Fouled back again. Maybe people see the subtotal at 7:30 and just mistake it for what time it is right now. They don't realize what it is. They think they're looking at a clock. That's my theory. Nelson steps off the rubber, and now Santander steps out of the box. This will be the 50th pitch of the afternoon, or I guess evening, excuse me. Whatever it is at this point. This one's up and away for ball 1. I guess it's evening by the time you get to 5, so it's still afternoon for another 5 minutes. I broke my tater. 1-2 pitch. Hit hard, but foul down to the right field corner there. Retrieved by the ball person over there by the tarp. Santander out in front of that pitch. A slider at 82. The previous 4 pitches of this at-bat have all been 90 miles an hour or faster. So you can understand why Santander was a little early on that swing. Come on, Tony. Big hit time, baby. 1-2 pitch. He reaches for one about 6 inches outside and fouls it away. Now here's an interesting stat. Highest slugging percentage versus any pitch type. Blaze Alexander of the Diamondbacks has the best slugging against a four-seam fastball in the bigs, slugging .950. There's a check swing. Did he go? Wow, they don't even appeal. Okay. 2-2 the count. But the best slugger against the changeup in all of baseball, he's at the plate right now. It's Anthony Santander. Hey, news to me. I like it. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Get out of play. It does. Good. Still 2-2. The at-bat continues. And I can tell you right now that your boy will be taking a break with Lucky whenever this inning is over. Not that I want it to end quickly. This can go on for another half hour. I'll be fine. Let's get some runs. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air and right. Boy, what a swing there by Santander to get any sort of a near good result swing out of that pitch. That's usually one he just fight off, but he was able to nearly do something with that pitch. Here's a 2-2 in on the fists and fouled again. What an at-bat here from Tony. That's the 6th foul ball with 2 strikes in this at-bat. He is hanging tough. 8 foul balls in total. Pitch number 11, and he reaches for this one. It's in the hole. It's short. Long throw, but Santander's speed is going to be his worst enemy on that one. He cannot leg it out, and the inning is over. But the Orioles get a run on the board and tie the ball game back up. Hey, the sub-screen gave you something. That didn't give me anything, at least not that time around. I mean, come on, people. What's going on? Have I lost my charm? What do you need? You want a giveaway? Well, we mentioned Under the Bridge earlier. I could give it away now. What should I give it away now to get sub number 731? You want me to put on the hat? I need to sing? Well, what do we got? Pick a 90s alternative rock song. That's probably my wheelhouse. The Orioles with 6 hits already and just the 2 runs in 3 innings. 6 hits. They've had 2. We've had 6. Why are we not winning? As Baltimore Get Up just types that same comment in chat. Would you look at that? Me and Baltimore Get Up, we're like peas and carrots. Yeah, that's not a nice pill to swallow. A rooster? Janet, what kind of mood do you want me to set in chat with a song like Rooster? Got my pills against mosquito death. My buddy's breathing his dying breath. Seems every path leads me to nowhere. Anyway, was that a Colton Cowser moo? I just realized Colton Cowser moos in Rooster. All right, more singing later. Top of the fourth, Gurriel takes a called strike. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. A big cut from Gurriel. 0-2. Wow, nobody's going to say, wow, BirdWatcher, that's not a bad voice. That's not a bad rendition of a guy who's got a pretty tough voice to, to match Lane Staley. Here's a line drive, and that's going to be a fair ball into the left field corner. Kjerstad will retrieve, but the Diamondbacks will have a leadoff double in the top of the fourth after Means was ahead 0-2. All right, Baxter giving me a little bit of credit. Yeah, I'm looking at a bit of a pattern here, too. All I know is we got to start cashing in some base runners. 1 run for every 3 hits ain't going to cut the mustard. And yeah, Kjerstad is definitely getting a trial by fire out there in left. Here's a foul ball back behind the plate to Christian Walker. Walker 0 for 1 so far today. Average currently at 279. That's what I said when I looked at the Oriole lineup and I saw Kjerstad was going to play left field. I said to myself, okay, this is the risk you're going to take in order to give Mullins a day off and get Kjerstad in there. But maybe Hyde said, well, we're playing the Diamondbacks' worst pitcher. Maybe we'll put up enough runs where we can afford to lose a little bit on defense. But the fact of the matter is we're not cashing in and putting those runs up. We got a couple. But we need more. We need more. 1-2 the count on Walker. Nobody out. D-backs have a runner at second. That is the go-ahead run. This one is fouled back. Still 1-2. Okay, you folks, your boy's going to be right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to take a break with Lucky. They're toasted. The BirdWatcher channel does not condone the use of Lucky Strikes. They just merely lets you know what he's doing. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Low and in, 2-2 on Walker. Means checks the runner at second. The pitch swung on, and that pitch was low. Walker reached for it to foul it away. Still 2-2. All right, the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for Means. 1 away. Runner still at second. Come on, Meansy. Settle down, buddy. We need you. Randall Grichuk will step up. He's 0 for 1 so far. Lined out to left, back in the second. First pitch to him. Called strike. Nice location there. Right on the inside corner under the hands. And Means gets ahead. You got to say this for Means. He has given up a couple of hard-hit balls today. There's no doubt about it, but he's been getting ahead of hitters. This one's up and in the count 1-1. He's not falling behind, guys. 1-1 pitch is high. 2-1 on Grichuk. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Game 2 of a 3-game series. The Orioles won game 1 last night. What was that final? 4-2? Next pitch, inside, 3-1. Got a little theory. Maybe they're trying to see if Kjerstad can be useful to us and if he can become an everyday player. If he can't, maybe they will try. And yeah, but I don't know if the best thing to do if you're trying to... Here's a deep fly ball to left. Kjerstad backing up, and this time he's got time to camp under it and make the catch. But I tell you what, Kjerstad's footwork, you can tell. He is not comfortable. He takes a lot of little stutter steps. He's not taking graceful strides to the ball. He's like stutter stepping to the ball, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I feel like if we thought like we wanted to make Kjerstad a part of a trade package, the last thing you want to do is show that he's a defensive liability. Here's a ball hit down the right field line, and Anthony Santander is going to chase it down and foul ground. Nice play by Tony to track that down. Long run for him. And that'll end the inning. So Means gave up an extra base hit in that inning. Gets out of the situation. We go to the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. Yeah, if anybody's watching along, can you guys confirm that with me? When you see Kjerstad run a ball down, you're not seeing him take those graceful strides like a confident outfielder does, where they can read the trajectory of the ball and understand, yeah, I need to take about 9 strides to get there, and I'm going to catch it right on the... Now, Kjerstad looks like he's... He looks like, okay, let me hurry up and get to where I think I'm supposed to be. And then once I get there, then I think, wait, all right, should I move? It's not graceful. It's not graceful. I'm sure he's nervous. I mean, he understands. He understands this situation. This is a big test for him. I just wish we can get a large lead and let any potential miscues not factor into the result. All right, folks, I guess it's time to get some cows in the chat because the milkman is due up. Now, let's see. If I go in here and try my milkman emoji, how's that going to go? Yeah, there you go. Just milkman. What do you think of my emojis tonight, folks? I'm just trying to participate with the rest of you. There you go, David. David representing for me. Sammy Hagar apparently in the crowd. All right, here we go. Bottom of the fourth with the milkman at the plate. 0 for 1 so far tonight. This one swung on and missed. 0-2. At this point, I'm wondering if some Baltimore faithful are wearing these cow costumes in support of Colton Cowser or just they like to dress up like cows. I'm really starting to wonder at this point. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul back. I think there's some charming weirdos of Baltimore that just prefer to dress like, you know, maybe some furries. Maybe we're dipping into the furry community. I don't know. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Reached for by Cowser. I don't know how he got to it. Hit on the ground and beat out. Cowser hustles down the line. Wow. He really made something out of nothing on that. A pitch he had to reach with a 10-foot pole to get to. Hits softly towards second. And he runs that ball down. He had his little oven mitt flying out of his pocket on the way down. Cowser hustling. He's on with nobody out as the go-ahead run. Westberg at the plate. First pitch is fouled off to the right. My friend, you'll have to go to a TED Talk to get the full explanation of that. I don't think I can sum it up with any kind of efficiency. You know what I mean? All right. 0-1 the count on Westy. Cowser at first, nobody down, bottom of the fourth. Tie ball game. That's where we are. Pitch from Nelson. On the outside corner at the knees. Maybe an inch off the plate. It's a called strike. 0-2. My advice would be to not Google it. Maybe use Bing for that search. This one is low and away. And the count 2-2. Some things you want to use Bing for. You know what I mean? Maybe ask Jeeves. One-two pitch incoming. Reached for and fouled off to the right by Westberg to stay alive. Cowser is quick. He's got a great eye, and he can hit opposite field. I'll say it again. He's everything Holiday is supposed to be. Well, hopefully a lot of these prospects have those sorts of tools. I mean, I guess Mayo's not a speed demon. He's just more of a traditional power hitter. Kerstad's not too quick. But, yeah. I mean, what about Westberg? Westberg's maybe not as fast, but he's a good base runner. Definitely has a good eye. Definitely goes oppo. He takes inside here, and the count runs full. Three-two pitch, grounded up the middle, a base hit. Cowser will take off and go to third. First and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. And it's time for the sub-screen. We're about to get some runs. Folks, you want runs? You watching me right now? You want runs? Get in on this train. I mean, this number has not moved. And I will emphasize the moo and moved. We could get the like count up, too. I'm still off. Well, I'm not quite done yet, David. I'm almost done. Kerstad at the plate. First pitch. Outside, ball one. Your boy might be enjoying a special lucky. You never know. When it's 4 o'clock in the morning, things get weird for the BirdWatcher. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Oh, actually, I guess fouled right at the plate. The catcher picks up the ball right next to him and throws it on back to the pitcher. 1-1 the count, first and third. Still nobody out. Kerstad, just get a fly ball somewhere. Get yourself an RBI. Get involved. This one's hit on the ground to the right, and they're going to go home with it, and now they've got a rundown. Oh, boy. Cowser, unfortunately, took off when maybe he shouldn't have. And they get the lead runner. Cowser mowed down, stranded between third and home. So instead of first and third, nobody out, now it's first and second with one out. Mateo, the batter. First pitch is broken off the plate outside, ball one. Mateo singled and scored in his first at-bat back in the third. That was only 1 inning ago. All right. 1-0 pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Any appeal? Yes, there is, but no swing, says the first base umpire. 2 balls and no strikes. Extra innings? Why? So I can stare at a subscreen that doesn't move for an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes? This one's lifted foul back into the stands. 2-1 on Mateo. 1 out, first and second. It would be a shame if we don't get a lead in this inning after how things started. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Excuse me, 3-1. Come on, Steve. Get your act together. Folks, I don't know if the power of the subscreen is going to have the sort of magic it typically does if said subscreen just sits there frozen. I don't know. I mean, this is new territory. I can't guarantee results. This one's hit on the ground. Could be 2 to second for 1. Back to first. A double play. And you know what? I'm calling it. The subscreen won't work if nobody's subbing. That's the problem. We got nothing out of the subscreen there, and I know exactly why. You can't tell me different. That was abysmal. At the end of 4, we're tied at 2. Abysmal. Well, folks, there is one thing going on. I'm happy to announce that your boy, the BirdWatcher, has his first sponsor. That's right. I'm reading my first sponsor ad. I hope you don't mind. For those looking for a refreshing drink with a different flavor that packs a punch, there's nothing like the taste of hard apple cider. And no one delivers quality cider like Dickens. The Dickens family has been producing top-shelf cider products for generations. So, if you want what you are after, you can't go wrong with Dickens cider. Dickens cider. Available now at your local grocer. All right. I'm glad to have a first sponsor. What, nothing? How'd that go over? Uh-oh. That's right, Dickens Cider. I just want a special thanks for joining the BirdWatcher community and help sponsoring tonight's ball game. All right, I'll be back right now. Hey, how you doing? Uh-oh, what happened? All right, we're underway. John Means' first pitch is a strike to Gabriel Moreno. Moreno 0 for 1 tonight. Uh-oh, what was that? A tab just opened on its own. That's a ball, 1-1. Uh-oh, am I in timeout? What's wrong? I just read a card. Get your mind out of the gutter. Why would you ever think like that? Here's a fly ball lifted in the left. Going to be trouble for Kjerstad. He goes into a slide and makes the catch. There you go, Heston. He ran full speed. He went into a slide, and he makes the catch. A long, long run. There you go. Well, the one good thing about such a big left field is there's plenty of space to go track a ball down before you run into something. One out here in the top of the fifth. Here's Blaze Alexander. Check swing. He went around, says the home plate umpire. And the next pitch is fouled back, 0-2. One out, nobody on, top of the fifth. 2-2 ball game. Courtesy of Dickens Cider. I was wondering how that would go over. I actually wrote that little commercial out. I had insomnia again. Your boy was wondering, how can I amuse my audience? I know. I'll write a funny little parody commercial. See how that goes over. 1-2 pitch to Blaze Alexander. Upstairs, 2-2. It went down good. This one's fouled back, still 2-2. What are we on? 73 pitches now for Means. I done did good. Well, I'll have to work on more phony sponsors. Have you ever heard of Man Great? How about the Dollar Shave Club? This one's fouled away. 2-2 the count on Alexander. One out here in the top of the fifth. That one out courtesy of a nice play out there in left by Heston Kjerstad. The pitch reached for and lifted into right, and it's going to dunk in there for a base hit. Boy, an absolute duck snort. Alexander laughing about his own success on that one. I mean, that looked like a wiffle ball swing. Well, they've got a base runner. Still one out. Newman going to bunt. He lays it down, but it's in foul ground as Adley picks it up. He was ready to pounce and do something, whether it was look at second or just get the out at first. Newman. Hello, Newman. By the way, I saw a little bit. Newman, originally with the Pirates, he came up in the farm system as a middle infielder, part of a Keystone combo that included a guy named Kramer. So they had a Newman and a Kramer as the double play combo in the Pirates AAA. Here's a line drive base hit in the right center field. This is trouble. Alexander will go first to third. And going into second safely. What happened there? There seemed to be a double clutch by Cowser. He made an accurate throw, but it felt like it took a second for him to throw it. Yeah, he definitely took a couple of steps before throwing the baseball, and that cost him. Because that ball was right on the money. Well, now we're in trouble. Second and third with only one out. Here comes Drew French to have a chat with John Means. Marte is due up next. Probably the last guy you want to see right now. And I got to tell you, folks, you got Corbin Carroll, a lefty on deck, whose batting average is now below 200. I don't know if you intentionally walk Marte, but the man has hit a home run in both games so far, including one off Means already. This is a big spot with a struggling left-handed Carroll on deck. I don't know if I'm giving Marte anything to hit. The infield is in. The pitch. There's a breaking ball, and that bounces. What happened? It hit the foot of the batter, Marte. My goodness. Well, if we weren't going to walk him, I guess we'll just hit him on the foot and put him on. Either way, bases loaded now. Curveball right on the top of the back foot of Ketel Marte. So Corbin Carroll at the plate with one down and the bases loaded. Brandon Hyde on the phone. Here we go. We need magic. First pitch is outside, ball one. I would tell you what Carroll's numbers are in this situation, but I don't want to. The pitch. Off the plate, even farther off than the first pitch, and the count 2-0. Come on, Meansy. You're pitching a guy that's struggling. I know it's a tough spot, but you got to... Off the plate again outside, 3-0, and Carroll... Mike Ballman, is he still on the roster? Oh, boy. Boy, folks. Where's my medication? Here's the pitch. There's a called strike. Outside part of the zone. And I can't look. Yeah, it's not even about the sub screen. If you want me to bring up Twitter, I will. I don't care. But I can't have. I don't want to see any numbers changing without me at least experiencing it in real time. Yeah, yes, Rob. Ballman is up for some reason in a tie ball game. 3-1 pitch. That one's hit hard in the left. Kerstad is right there, though. Here comes a throw. It's not going to get to home plate, but all things considered, we're going to have to bite the bullet here. A sacrifice fly by Carroll drives in the go-ahead run. The Diamondbacks now lead 3-2, but there's two down with runners at first and second. Runner from third is able to score, but the other runners stay put. Again, sucks to give up the lead, but if we can get out of this with the score right here, we need to take it. Gurriel Jr., the batter. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Gurriel 1 for 2 today. The 0-1. That's low. 85 pitches now for Means. This could be his last inning. In fact, I would say about 95% chance at this point. Might be his last batter. If he doesn't get Gurriel here, this might be it either way. Breaking ball fouled off to the left. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gurriel Jr. First and second, 2 down. The Diamondbacks back out on top with a run here in this inning. This one's high, 2-2. I mean, is my subscreen broken? Wow. Folks, this is amazing. Lifted in the air, but it's going to get back into the crowd about half a dozen rows or so. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch, breaking ball, lined. into left field for a base hit. Here comes another run in to score. RBI single for Gurriel Jr. 4-2 Diamondbacks now. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that's going to be it for John Means. Okay, well, this only means one thing. I got to put on the hat. Got to put on the hat. I didn't have to put on the hat at all last night. Didn't put it on. You know why? Because I felt like the hat needed a rest. I didn't want to have to rely on the hat. Hat's on now. Enough of this. Enough of this. I'm not messing around. Think I'm messing around? Running out of coffee, folks. Hey, the Yankees are losing. What's the score there, David? By the way, that's the other thing. I haven't even been looking at my script. We'll come back to this here in a sec. Hopefully this out-of-town score button is working today. Wow, 8-8 ball game. Twins and Blue Jays bottom of the seventh. Pirates up 6-1 on the Cubs. Cubbies, though, with the bases loaded at the moment. At the end of 5, the Braves up 3-0 on the Mets. Rays up 4-2 on the Yankees. That's the Yankee score. Top of the 6th. Yankees have a runner at first and 2 down. 1-1 game between the Phillies and Marlins in the top of the 6th. 2-2 game between the Nats and Red Sox, also top 6. Coming up in less than an hour, you got Astros, Tigers, and in a couple of hours, you got White Sox, Guardians, Reds, and Giants, Cardinals and Brewers. A little later than that, Rockies and Rangers, Dodgers and Padres, Angels, Royals, Mariners, A's. Boy, lots of West Coast games. Seattle, L.A., San Diego, Colorado, San Francisco. All right. The pitching change has occurred, and Mike Baumann is indeed on the mound, whether you like it or not. First pitch is up and in for ball 1 to Christian Walker. This is the 15th appearance by Baumann. He has an ERA of 4.73, a 1-0 record. Inside, 2-0. 2-0, right out of the pen. It's amazing, Narniak. The betting world is really amazing, isn't it? It's almost as if every day there's some shenanigans. It's almost like not worth even getting involved in, because what can you really rely on when you throw your money on a bet? It's almost like not even bothering with the whole thing, isn't it? 2-1 the count, and Baumann steps off to look the runner back to second. I don't even know what plus 178 means, and I'm really happy that I don't know. Please don't even tell me what it means. I want to get through the rest of my days not knowing what plus 178 means. This is popped up right field. Santander is going to have a play, and the inning is over. Baumann comes in, gets the final out. The Diamondbacks, though, put up 2 runs on the board. This is halfway over. Diamondbacks 4, Orioles 2. Betting talk, cringe, okay. I was just, yeah, it's just a little something. What? Let's not start. Let's not start. Charm City Chat. Charm City Chat. Yeah, I know. Sometimes when you realize a certain subject gets brought up, regularly, and nobody else seems to really engage it, then maybe it's a subject that nobody else really cares about, I guess. I don't know. Let's be charming, though. Let's be charming. Now we know who to take off the rotation when Grayson comes back. It should be Means. I mean, he went out there and threw a gem the first time. I mean, I feel like we can afford to let him, have 2 bad starts before we give up, at least, after throwing a gem the first time out. Hey, enough, guys. Stop. Stop with the bravado. Just stop. Just cut it. Nobody wins. Neither of you are winning. Neither of you are the alpha guy, and I'm not the alpha guy either, so just drop it. We're here to have fun, all right? Narniak, if you took it personally about me pointing out the whole betting thing, blame it on me, all right? Todd, don't worry about Narniak. Narniak, don't worry about Todd. Everything's cool, all right? All right, here we go. Gunnar Henderson going to lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is way off the plate from Nelson. All right, let's go. Maybe Nelson is one of these kinds. He's on 77 pitches right now. Maybe he just starts, crapping the bed at this stage of the game. We got the top of the order up. This one's foul back. Yeah, but when you throw in words like little, Narniak, you're just exacerbating the situation. You're adding in little nitpicky insults when I'm trying to calm the situation. This one's hit deep to right field. Gunnar Henderson's going to clear the wall into the bleachers. Bye-bye, birdie. The Orioles go back to what they know best, the home run ball. And no one has more than Gunnar. He's on a dozen this season. 107 miles an hour off the bat. And the Orioles get one back. It's 4-3 now. All right. That should change the mood. Let's keep a focus on the prize here. Gunnar takes a drink from the hose. Again, leading off the inning. And again, I'm saying, let's hope Nelson just starts falling apart. I hope nobody's up in the bullpen right now for Arizona. I hope they're taking their sweet time, because this dude might be washed. It's a dollar for a dinger. Adley Rutschman, first pitch swinging, hits a ball on the ground, but Christian Walker, once again, always seems to be in the right spot, guarding the line, fields it and takes it to the bag himself to retire Rutschman one away. Hey, thanks for that dollar for the dinger, David. All right, here comes the pitching coach for the Diamondbacks. This is definitely a stall tactic. They have yet to show us what the Diamondback bullpen is looking like right now. But certainly there's somebody up now, because this is what this meeting's for. There we go. Thompson, a right-hander, getting loose. By the way, folks, since I put on my hat, a Gunnar home run. Do you believe in the hat? Who believes in... that's a good poll. Because I want an honest question. I want an honest answer to this. As Ryan O'Hearn steps to the plate. Takes a called strike, 0-1. There. Let's see what people think about this. 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. And the third baseman, Suarez, is going to field it and get it over in time to retire O'Hearn. 2 down, bases empty. See, I got a feeling this one might be a close poll. This might be a good poll. I got a feeling a lot of you out there don't believe in the hat. Well, Rob, I mean, so far, between the subscreen and the hat, I can show you countless examples of my success rate. It's not going to be 100%. Nobody has that kind of magic. I'd be sitting pretty like Biff Tannen in an alternative universe right now. Here's a swing and a miss by Mountie on a pitch high. Yeah, if I had Gray's Sports Almanac, I'd have a better chair. Who dare vote? Oh, David, let everyone have their vote. This one's foul back. This is like a scientific study. This is all for research. 0-2 on Mountcastle, 2 down, bases empty. The Orioles with a run-in on a solo home run from Gunnar Henderson. This one's hit hard into left center field and gonna get down and past the left fielder and into the well there by the splash zone. That should get the runner all the way over to third. It's a 2-out triple for Ryan Mountcastle. How about that? Oh, Mountie, take an oxygen break. Perfectly placed past the left fielder into that well again, like I say, right where that splash zone. It's in that corner there. That's a deep ball to retrieve, and Mountcastle able to make it all the way to third. I mean, there's 2 out now, so it being a triple versus a double, there's only a couple of scenarios in which it's going to make any difference. But either way, good to see Mountie on the wheels, and that's going to chase the pitcher. Nelson's day is over. He cannot complete 5 innings. He cannot qualify for the win. I'm sure he's upset. 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th as we have a pitching change here in Baltimore. How's everybody doing? You know what? The worst thing for your boy right now is that I can't put up taters in my chat. I can only look at the word Tony Taters. What gives? I paid for my own membership. I paid myself for the right to tater tots. And I'm feeling gypped. Dag nabbit, look at this. There was even a delay for my avatar to pop up. There's another gremlin in the system. Hey, folks, since I'm looking at it, this is purely organic. It wasn't even on my mind, but I'm looking at it. I think the likes should probably be at 50 at this point. I'm just saying. We got 83 people here. Bit of a small crowd at this stage of the game. Needs to be said. I don't know. Kind of a weird start time, late Saturday afternoon. I don't really like this start time, to be honest. I like 1 o'clock starts on Sunday, and I understand the getaway day. But on a Saturday, I like SATURDAY night. You know what I'm saying? That's what I prefer. All right. Ryan Thompson making his 16th appearance of the season. Good numbers for him. A 1.20 ERA, and opponents hitting just a $1.92 off of him. Hasn't given up a home run. Has only given up a couple of walks. So let's see what we can do. And folks, it's going to be back on over to the subscreen right now. Santander coming to the plate. Tying run at third, 2 down. First pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right. A low pitch in the zone. Santander up there hacking. Wait, did I get a jump? Did I lose 2? Wasn't I at 730? Wow, I lost 2. Wow. I'm doing that bad of a job? All right. This one's hit on the ground, unfortunately. Whoa, the second baseman lost the ball for a sec, but plenty of time to retrieve it, pick it up, and throw out Santander to win the inning. Wow. Yeah, really, especially with the Dickens cider skit. I even brought a skit tonight. I brought you a skit, and this is the thanks I get? Jesus Christ. Oh, well. What are you going to do? You know what? Maybe I'll just chain smoke a bunch of Luckies if it's going to be this kind of night. Hey, if I knew it was going to be this kind of party, I wouldn't have put my Dickens in the mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Dickens cider, I mean. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know. People aren't in a join up for the fight kind of mood, I guess. I don't know. It's a light recruitment day. Yeah, Song Crown's been over now for a solid, 2.5 weeks. That's a kind of a mid-April thing over here. Is it Mother's Day weekend? All right. Mother, tell your children not to sub my channel. Any more song requests? Maybe that'll get somebody. All right, never mind. That'll probably lose more. That'll be a net loss. I don't know. Maybe the right song. Hey, thank you, my friend. Happy Mother's Day to you, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. A day early? That's all right. It's Sunday where I am. I'm already nearly 5 hours into Mother's Day here. First pitch swinging here, and it's a base hit into right field from Randall Grichuk. And that really says something. With Ballman, the righty, out there, Grichuk isn't lifted for Jock Peterson, the left-handed bat. Mike Ballman. What are we doing? What are we doing? Who's up in the pen? Who's ready to come on if Ballman lets another base runner on right now? Eugenio Suarez at the plate. First pitch is a strike, bottom of the zone. 97 miles an hour. Check on the runner, Grichuk, back in standing. 4-3 Diamondbacks here in the top of the sixth. It's been a back and forth affair, but the Orioles have yet to have a lead in this one. This one's ground to third, could be two, to second for one, to first. A double play around the horn. Westy to Mateo to Mountie. Mike Ballman, forgive me. You just wanted to have a little double play practice. That's what that leadoff base runner was for. All right. 2 down, nobody on. Gabriel Moreno at the plate, 0 for 2 today. First pitch, 97-mile-an-hour strike. Middle from Ballman. 0-1 pitch. That one's tapped at the plate. Moreno just getting a piece of that. 0-2 the count. Ballman 1 strike away to getting us to the bottom of the sixth. Down a run. Plenty of time, folks. Plenty of time. We got 12 outs to work with at the plate. This one's in the dirt. Count 1 and 2. And the next pitch is hit on the ground softly to short. Gunner's got it to first in time. Inning over. So Ballman Comes in, gets the final out of the 5th, and throws a scoreless 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Diamondbacks 4, Orioles 3. Who's due up? Who do we got? What do we got? Got 3, 3, 3. It looks like Cowser, Westberg, and Kjerstad. I bet you they're going to bring out a lefty. I bet you they're going to a lefty to start this next inning. In fact, I will bet dollars to donuts there is a lefty coming on for this next inning. Cowser and Kjerstad, 2 of the 3 hitters. We'll see. With Westberg, doesn't really matter. He'll hit anybody. So they're probably like, yeah, forget that. Let's just get a lefty in there, make sure we can handle Cowser and Kjerstad. And then hopefully Westy, see what he does. I guess the hat poll is probably over for now. I think everybody's had a chance to weigh in. I mean, I guess it kind of turned into a landslide at the end there. 3 out of 4 people believe. All right, well, you better let the minority understand the deal going forward. Believe in the hat. Believe in the hat, it's working real well. I'm constantly getting good results. All right. Where are we at here? I feel like this is the part of the night my stream is going to just cut out. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Oh, it's early. That's right. I'm the greatest American birdwatcher. Should see me with a cape and tights. I'm a sight to see. Flying with a green screen behind me. All right, here we go. The milkman is up. First pitch. In there for a strike. Oh, this guy's got a funky delivery. Bit of a sidearm snap throw from Thompson. Let me get a look at this guy. Let me watch him again this second pitch. Oh, yeah. A real sidearm whipper, this Thompson. So he's got a tricky little delivery here. Joe Mantipley, the lefty, is up in the pen. So I guess, yeah, they didn't go to the lefty. So I was wrong, by the way. There's a called strike to Cowser, and the count now 1-2. A lefty is getting loose. My friend, it is sidearm, but it's, even for sidearm, it's a little unique. It's the way he just sort of whips it. It's almost like high-lie. I don't know how to describe it. This one is fouled off to the left. We got any high-lie fans in chat? 1-2 the count on Cowser, leading off the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Diamondbacks. That's right. High-lie. This one's hit on the ground. Foul ball. First base side. Walker fielded it in foul ground. David, I believe you. I bet you also have a nasty ping pong serve, too. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I can't stand people who put mad spin on a ping pong serve. Can we get a rally going? Or are we just here to ace each other for the whole game? This one's up and in to Cowser for ball 3. We got a full count now? Or is it 2-2? 2-2 the count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Perfect location on a sinker there by Thompson. 90 miles an hour, bottom of the zone on the inside corner. Oof. Tough pitch. Cowser goes down. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. I had lawn darts. I grew up in a rough neighborhood. Here's a called strike to Westberg on the outside corner at the knees. So Thompson got a funky delivery, and his command looks pretty good. He's painting. This one's lifted to left field from Westberg, but Gurriel with all the room in the world to make the catch. Easy out number 2. Heston Kjerstad coming up. A lefty is getting loose. Are they going to do my boy Kjerstad wrong and bring in a lefty to face him and make us make a move? Well, still Thompson on the mound. First pitch to Kjerstad, a called strike and a tough call. That ball was inside and maybe an inch or two low. Kjerstad 0 for 2 so far today. Pitch. Swung on. Grounded to the right side. Walker scoops it up and tags the bag all in one smooth motion to win the inning. So the Orioles, with very little happening here in the 6th, they've got 10 hits today, but only 3 runs so far. We go to the late innings. Diamondbacks 4, Orioles 3. And folks, again, tomorrow, D-backs got their ace on the mound. Really hoping to take this series down today and then make a potential loss tomorrow a little easier to swallow. If we don't win the day, I want to take 2 out of 3. I won't be happy otherwise. It's a late night game, folks. I'm surprised this is only my second break, but your boy is going to take a break with you-know-who. Has anyone tried Dickens cider yet? Ah, the soothing taste of a Lucky. They're toasted. What exactly are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, at this point, it's morbid curiosity. What are we looking like over here? Ballman is out again to start the 7th. And Alexander, Blaze that is, first pitch swinging, goes to right field. Santander makes the catch. All right, well, we're back to where we started anyway. We're breaking even. That's right. May 11th, 2024, the day my channel breaks even. Mike Ballman gets a quick first out here in the 7th. Oh, maybe the plan was we need somebody to go out there and eat some innings in middle relief. So far, Ballman doing all right. Kevin Newman at the plate, first pitch, called strike, bottom of the zone. Nice location. Newman has a pair of hits today. This is a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Keegan Aiken is up and getting loose for the Orioles. So again, these are not our high leverage guys. Ballman, Aiken, these are usually the low leverage guys. But we're using them in a tight ball game, I guess. The 1-2 to Kevin Newman. Breaking ball. Where's the called strike 3, Blue? Come on. Get out of here. That had the zone. 2-2 pitch. Tapped in front of the mound. Ballman's got it over to first. Low throw. But guess who knows how to bail out his teammates? Ryan Mountcastle able to handle that awkward throw to first from Ballman for out number 2. Back to the top of the order for Ketel Marte. Now hitting from the left side with the righty Ballman out there. Marte has homered. Also hit by a pitch. 0-1 pitch is way high. Rutschman put his glove all the way up, and the ball sailed over it like Ricky Vaughn. Oh, there is the moment. I got to get my stream back. Now that I'm back on my normal non-Apple TV channel, this is that moment every night where for some inexplicable reason I got to just restart the stream. I might be missing a pitch or two. Let's hope it's not an important one. All right, about 10 more seconds and we should be there. All right, we're back. 1-2 the count on Marte. The pitch outside, 2-2. Base is empty, 2 down. And the 2-2. Hit on the ground, backhanded. Henderson to first, in time. Bang, bang play. Henderson's arm beats Ketel's legs. 7th inning stretch time here in Baltimore, folks. Come on, I know we're down a run, but don't act like this team isn't capable of coming back from a 1-run deficit, for crying out loud. I mean, come on. This ain't your 2021 Orioles. It's a new era. And this time, my emojis are working. It's time for some cakes on the griddle as they explode onto your screen. Thank God I'm a country boy. All right, I admit I've never learned the song. All right? What do you want me to do? By this point, when I'm at the yard, I'm sloshed. I just go, cakes on the griddle, because that's all I can remember. All right. Something about a riddle? I know there's something about a riddle in there. All right. Tough room. Ah, boy. 7th inning stretch time. Let me get back on screen here. Hold on a sec. I should close that a little more. Oh, boy. There I am. All right. Oh, country boy is just a state of mind. It's a state of mind. Man, that last lucky might have been a bad idea. Suddenly it's taken all the energy out of you, boy. How do I get it back? Maybe a slap in the face. All right, folks. 9 outs to work with. Let's start scoring. Joe Mantipley, lefty reliever, on for his 19th appearance. 3.52 ERA. He's got Mateo at the plate. And the first pitch is a called strike. Mateo 1 for 2 today with a single back in the third. Back to the top of the order with Henderson and Rutschman next. Ground ball, shortstop. He's going to have to hurry. Mateo just unable to beat it out. Oh, Mateo beaten by a quarter of a step. 1 away for Gunnar. The power of the subscreen, folks. I mean, what do you want me to do? Gunnar's got a home run already today. He's tied for the league lead in home runs with Marcell Ozuna and Kyle Tucker with 12. First pitch is way inside for ball 1. Gunnar also has a single today. His average now up to 280. This one's hit softly on the ground. The pitcher will retrieve a flip to first in time. 2 away. Oh, these outs are going fast, folks. They're going fast. Adley Rutschman up with 2 down and nobody on. Double barrel action in the pen with Craig Kimbrell joining Keegan Aiken on the... Are you honestly considering using Kimbrell on back-to-back days? I don't care what the situation is. Are you honestly considering it? This pitch is low for ball 1. Rutschman batting from the right side, where he's had very good success so far this season, hitting lefties. Let's see if we can get that first hit today. This one's a called strike outside by a couple of inches. I mean, all right. It might be getting close to evening out. First part of the ball game. Bad calls going the Diamondbacks' way, but now we've had a couple. This one's fouled away, and the count 1-2 on Adley Rutschman. We are in it to win it, Matt. And you know what your boy says, that if you ain't in it to win it, what do we do? What are you supposed to do if you're not in it to win it? What's your option? 1-2 pitch is low and away, 2-2. No, that's not it. That's a terrible lyric. If you ain't in it to win it, then complain. I don't think that song would have been nearly the hit it was if that was the lyric. This one's reached for, hit back up the middle. The second baseman scoops it up, throws over to first in time. The Orioles go 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. Gunnar and Adley involved in that inning. Nothing doing. We go to the 8th. 6 outs to play with. Running out of time. But I'm not running out of faith, and that's what matters. Because there is magic. There's magic in them there hills. Ooh. boy. My. Tomorrow's game starts at exactly when? Let's go ahead and determine this. Please tell me. Okay, I can go to it right here. Is it 1:05 or 1:35? Ooh, even earlier. Oh, it is. It's 1:35 for you guys. I'll be on the air at 1:25 p.m. tomorrow. Dean Kramer against Zach Gallen. Let everybody know. That's right. Let everybody know. And if you know what song I'm referencing when I say that like that, you win chat for the day. See how cool my chat is. Scoring summary. Orioles took the early lead with Mountcastle scoring on a double by Westberg in the second. Top of the third, Diamondbacks answered back with a 2-run homer to take the lead. Orioles then tied it back up in the bottom of the third with a Ryan O'Hearn RBI. Diamondbacks then went back on top with a pair of runs in the fifth to go up 4-2. And then the bottom of the fifth, one back again for the Birds on a Gunnar Henderson home run. 4-3 is where we're at, going to the eighth inning. Keegan Aiken is on the mound. 18th appearance of the season, ERA of 3.31, 1-0 record. Opponents hitting .213 off of Aiken. Corbin Carroll to lead it off for the Diamondbacks. First pitch is inside for ball one. Carroll is 0 for the series so far. 0 for 4 yesterday, 0 for 2 so far today. But he did have a sacrifice fly in his last at bat. This one's fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next one is up and in. 2-1. My friend, you have 2 Aiken balls? Please consult your local physician. Especially if that persists for more than 36 hours. Here's a swing and a miss. And the count even up at 2-2. No, I'm reading it that you have 2 Aiken balls. I thought you were just coming clean about it. That's how I'm reading it. This sounds like a confession. I'm just kidding. Full count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Carroll goes down. Man, he is struggling. He is struggling. 0 for 7 in the series. His batting average now down to $1.96. Tell you what. And they gave him an extension already. Here's one fouled back by Gurriel. He's got hits in his last 2 at-bats, a double in the 4th and a single in the 5th. He has an RBI as well. 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Bases empty, 1 down, top of the 8th. Diamondbacks up 4-3. Next pitch is fouled back, 1-2. Max Fried of the Atlanta Braves has a no-hitter going in the 8th inning against the Mets. Here's one fouled back into the stands. Still a 1-2 count. Pitch. On the outside, reached for and grounded to second. Mateo will toss it over to Mountie, and there are 2 down. What's the quote? What is the quote? There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I don't know. What's the quote? Ich bin ein Orioles fan. Is that the quote? Here is a pitch off the plate outside Christian Walker. Walker's 0 for 3 today. Been held mostly in check so far in this series. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Lyric to what? Oh, a Leonard Cohen song? Is there a Leonard Cohen song called Two Aching Balls? I can believe it. I've got 2 aching balls. My Leonard Cohen impression, everybody. 2-1 pitch is foul back 2-2. I was singing a country song. The only country song, I don't even know a country. I know like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams. That's about it. This one's off the plate. Count goes full on Walker with the bases empty and 2 down. I was doing the John Denver 7th inning song. Oh, it is. This is grounded in the hole at short. Gunnar with a long throw. What a throw! Gunnar Henderson. There's a highlight reel play. Deep in the hole at short. On the outfield grass. Throwing across his body while still running away from first base. And still plenty of zip on the throw. And a doff of the cap by Keegan Aiken. Thank you very much, Gunnar. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's get some frickin' runs. Come on. I mean, you know. It is 5 a.m. Saturday night into Sunday. There's probably a lot of people still out partying and awake around here. So what if I make a little noise? Whatever. Let's go. Sick of this. Who else do these guys have? They've got like Seawald, right? They got Seawald. Is he the closer or is he the setup guy? And then who's the other guy? Didn't they go out and get a guy? Who do they got? Who's in the back end of this bullpen here? I'm expecting Seawald's name to pop up. It's going to be 3-4-5 due up for Baltimore. And no, it's going to be Kevin Ginkel. Ginkel. Well, come on. Yeah, I remember looking at the Diamondback pitching stats before this series started, so your boy could be a little more educated. Ginkel, I think, is normally their closer. He does lead the team in saves. But Seawald, maybe he was injured for a while or something. Ginkel is going to pitch the 8th. He's got a 2.93 ERA. Going to be lefty-righty switch against this right-handed pitcher. Ryan O'Hearn will get it started. Man, come on. Einhorn is Ginkel. Ginkel is Einhorn. Ryan O'Hearn, first pitch. Popped up. Stay out of play. A look by the third baseman, and he's going to make the catch on the track. A one-pitch foul pop-out by Ryan O'Hearn to begin the bottom of the 8th. That's not how a rally gets started. All right, Mountie up. Big day for him. He's 3 for 3 and doing well in the field. First pitch is low for ball 1. Mountcastle now is average. Right back up, creeping toward 300 again. 292 at the moment. A triple and 2 doubles. This one's fouled back, 1-1. Yeah, Carrie, it references a song. There is a song from, I believe, about 1990, 91 maybe. This one's hit softly to third by Mountcastle, and he'll be retired for the second out of the inning. Man, these outs are just going away. Do we have anything in us to get a rally going? Just need one run to make it a new ball game here, folks. Santander at the plate now. 0 for 3 tonight. He takes high for ball 1. We do, but we need something that usually a bugle charge comes when there's something. Here's a high fly ball, deep center field, backing up, and that ball's going to clear the fence. Anthony Santander. Bye-bye, birdie. There's your game-tying homer. Out of nowhere, the Orioles have tied it again. Straightaway center for Tony Taters. And the Orioles have made it a brand new ball game. And by the way, it's the hat. Okay? Okay? Enough of the debate. Here we go. Colton Cowser. Base is empty, 2 down. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Santander's been on fire. This Tony's on fire. 0-1. Swing and a miss. At a pitch way off the plate. 0-2 on the Milkman. Well, guess what? It's a brand new ball game, and we already used Mike Ballman and who's the other? Who else came in? We've got good relievers left. That's all I mean. Cowser going to left, but plenty of room out there, and the catch is made to win the inning. But the Orioles, man, we have scored individual runs in the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 8th. We keep... We're in it. There we go. Another one of these games, huh? And there's another... Well, wait a minute. There wasn't a homer, was there? Oh, there was. There was a homer. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I guess I got to get ready. I mean, I might have to make a hot cup of coffee now. I'm done with the cold one. Been done. Brand new ball game going to the 9th. And man, what are we doing now? Because we got Yenier Cano coming out. All right. With Grichuk, Suarez, and Moreno due up. That's righty, a righty, a righty. Grichuk could get lifted for Jock Peterson, though. So keep an eye out for that as a possibility. Hey, Cantankerous. You're here just in time. You didn't have to sit there through all the misery and suffering. You're here for a brand new ball game, Cantankerous. Good to see you. I was asking about you earlier. I said I don't feel comfortable right now without Cantankerous old fart in the room. All right. We've got the final piece of the puzzle today. Cantankerous is here to see us to victory. Might need some good old-fashioned water. Wait a minute. That was healthy. All right, Cano, 20th appearance of the season. Jock Peterson is indeed pinch hitting for Randall Grichuk. Your boy called it. Peterson batting .302, 4 homers and 8 RBI, OPS .955. And as I said yesterday, we're lucky that he's not in the lineup these first 2 games because he's a liability against lefties. But he's crushing righties. 1-1 the count on Peterson now. Next pitch is low. Ball 2. Oh, we also have a defensive replacement. Heston Kjerstad is out of the game. Mullins is in center, shifting Cowser over to left. So we have improved our defense, and to me that makes a whole lot of sense. You get to this stage of a game like this, the last thing you want to do is have a defensive play cost you. 3-1 the count on Jock Peterson. Dangerous count and a line drive caught by a diving Mateo. Jorge Mateo, the legend grows. That ball was laced. Mateo able to corral it as he goes to the ground. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Eugenio Suarez at the plate. Ooh, watch out. First pitch up and in for ball 1. 95 mile an hour from Cano. What kind of cider, my friend? This one's drilled down the left field line. That should be foul. And it is. My goodness. Eugenio Suarez, almost the same spot Marte found earlier in the game, right down the left field line. But this one, just foul. 1-1 pitch. Low and away. I'm a little scared, folks. I mean, Mateo caught a ball that was probably hit 108 miles an hour. And then Cano just served up a pitch that was about 2 feet from being a home run. And now he's fallen behind Suarez, 3-1. Danny Coulombe is up and getting loose. Pitch. Fouled at the plate. Count full now. Don't you forget about me. Look, if you guys want me to sing like an idiot, you got me. I mean, when I'm doing these 3 a.m. games, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5, I mean, what do you expect? I'm out of my mind. This pitch is low. Ball 4. Ball 4. Free pass to Suarez. All right. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 so far today. The pitch outside for ball 1. What Cano is good at is getting that double play ball. So he lets the runner on. But a little ground ball right here can make it all go away in a hurry. One 0 pitch is low, almost in the dirt. And he's fallen behind Moreno 2-0. Only 1 out in the inning. Two 0 pitch in there, right down Broadway. 2-1. A Magic Mike dance to help with the subs? No, no, no. A Magic Mike dance is a reward for subs that I've received. It is not me, you know. It's not me degrading myself. I'll degrade myself, but I got to get mine into the bargain first. This one's tap back to Cano. Only plays at first. And he'll get him. Runner moves up to second base, but there are 2 out now here in the 9th. Oh, my stomach's growling. I do have a snack. I better crack this open. Pitch to Blaze Alexander is a swing and a foul ball at the plate. That pitch was way inside. Blaze helping out Cano. Alexander 1 for 3 today. Singled back in the 5th and scored. Runner at second. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Tie ball game. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Alexander chasing one inside. 1 strike away to getting to the bottom of the 9th, where we can potentially walk this sucker off. The 0-2. Hit on the ground. Right side. Mountcastle to Cano covering. What a play. Mountie and Cano. You do it 1,000 times in spring training, but this was not your routine covering the bag first baseman toss. It took a nice field by Mountie, and it took a nice timing play by Cano to get that last out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 4. I need to get up and stretch, folks. I mean, if this does go extras, I'm thinking about it now, so I got to do it now. I'm just getting up and moving around. All right. I can stretch and kick. Bottom of the 9th we go. And your boy's going to reach for his super lucky, his lucky. Westberg will step up to start things off in the 9th with Paul Sewald on the pitch now. I was expecting to see him in the 8th with the lead. He's out here now in the 9th in a tie. It's subscreen time, folks. Westberg is at the plate. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Westberg 2 for 3 tonight. Hey, we got a sub. Hey, come on now. Maybe that's all we need. Just that one to let me know that the earth is still rotating. This pitch is up and in. 1-1 on Westberg. Swung on and fouled back. 1-2 on Jordan Westburg, leading off the bottom of the ninth. We want to walk it off, and we want to walk it off now. Extra innings. We got plans later. Come on. Popped foul behind the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And fought off by Westburg. Wow. That must have hit maybe an inch or 2 above his hands on the bat. Just got a piece. Hanging in there. The 2-strike Hunter. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back again on a tough pitch that started way in and then had some late movement on it, but Westburg still able to foul it off. Tell you what. I mean, I swear, I know Boggs was hit from the left side, and I know there's a long way to go, but Westburg gives me like Wade Boggs type vibes. Just good eye there, laying off a pitch a couple inches off the outside edge. And the count even up at 2-2. I'm sure people don't like me comparing one of our players to a former Red Sox. But, you know, it's still high praise, folks, coming from your boy, the BirdWatcher. Your boy recognizes good players even if they're on teams that I hate. Mullins is on deck. He's in the ball game. Westy with a ground ball. Diving stop by the third baseman, but the ball gets away from him in foul ground. Suarez will have no play. Westburg reaches on his 3rd hit of the game. Infield single to lead it off here in the bottom of the ninth. The winning run is on. Let's go. I would be back on the screen by now, but I'm having a heck of a time with this special lucky. Here's a bunt attempt by Mullins, and it's popped up, but nobody can catch it. Thank Christ. Mullins nearly with an awful result. 3 players convened on a bunt pop-up on the third base foul ground side, right near the foul line. Possibly, maybe hitting Sewald's glove on fair. Nah, nobody's gonna take a look. 0-1 the count on Mullins. Here's a check on the runner. Back in sliding is Westburg. Now the 0-1. Another bunt attempt, and it's strike 2. Mullins just trying to lay a bunt down, trying to help out the team, but he's struggling so much that he can't even get that done. It's 0-2. I don't think they're going to keep the bunt on. He didn't look too comfortable trying on that last attempt. 0-2, runner at first. Nobody out. Up and away. And Mullins. No indication of bunting now. Westburg at first. He is the walk-off winning run. Nobody out. Let's get him in a scoring position, if nothing else, on this at-bat, said. Come on. Swing and a miss. On a pitch at the top of the zone, Mullins goes down. Boy, even when we give him a day off, he still can't get a full day off. And he can't get anything done at the plate for us right now. Here's Mateo. Runner at first, now one down. Swing and a miss. Big cut from Mateo on what looked like a slider maybe. Started in and worked over the more of the middle of the plate. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, boy. Let's walk it off in this inning. Come on. Hook your boy up. You know what I had to do Wednesday night? I'm still recovering from that. Here's a takeoff for second and a high throw. Not going to be in time. Westberg gets himself in a scoring position. Westy says, I'll do it my damn self. Tell you what can't Westberg do? You tell me. Can he field? Yes. Can he run? Yes. Can he hit for average? Yes. Can he hit for power? Yes. Can he hit for 2 strikes? Yes. Can he play different positions? Yes. What can he do? That pitch is an inside, called a strike to make it 2-2. And folks, it's over now. I was honest. The D-backs got some bad balls and strike calls maybe in the first 3-4 innings of this game, but somehow the umpire is caught up and now maybe passing us now. This one's foul back. 2-2 the count. Is that a euphemism there, O-Bird fan? What are we talking about? 2-2 pitch coming. Pitch. Foul back. Still 2-2 on Mateo. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. And with only 1 out, 1 of 2 things likely to happen. Mateo can walk it off, or Gunnar is going to get a chance. The 2-2. Hit in the air. Going to be a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop calling off the third baseman. And the catch is made for out number 2. All right, here we go. Gunnar time. Time to break out the big guns. Let's see how they treat him here. Are they going to put him on? They are going to put him right on. And, folks, this is what I missed in last night's ball game when I said, what happened to Ryan O'Hearn? If you remember that part of the game, he was intentionally walked. And, of course, we live in an era now where there's no 4-pitch, you just go to the bag. It happens fast and it's over. So Gunnar's on first now. Of course, his run doesn't mean anything. Forces, or sets up a force, I should say, at every base but home plate. So it's going to be up to Adley. And you know what? I love it. I love that they feel like they need to pitch around Gunnar to get to a guy like this. Adley Rutschman. He may be 0 for 4 today. Maybe the Diamondbacks look at that and have made the mistake that they think Rutschman isn't hitting well right now. Well, I got news for you. Adley is clutch. Here we go, folks. Strap in. Seawald to Rutschman. First pitch is way off the plate, low and in. The catcher, Moreno, had to dive to make sure that pitch didn't get away. How you doing, Bill? Bill, you been here the whole time? You've been quiet. How you been, Bill? Here comes the 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. All right. Adley can start to whittle down his zone and look for that pitch in that spot. And that's what I love about Adley. I mean, if it's a pitch he can crush for homer, he will. But if it's one he can just serve somewhere, he'll do that. He tries a turn on one and got way out in front of it. Oh, that's a foul ball up into the upper deck to the right side. Way out in front is Adley. Boy, was he ready to turn on it, and you can almost see him getting ready for the Gatorade bath. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Low. Ball 3. Yeah, I did make that observation. 2 benefits to walking gunner. 1, his run doesn't mean anything. And 2, it sets up a force everywhere but home. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Get out of play. Plays. And it will. My goodness, the catcher had a long look, and I was getting worried. This at bat remains. Folks, here is the deal. Tie game. Bottom of the 9th. Full count. 2 out. Winning run at second. Rutschman at the plate. What do you want to happen? Here we go. The pitch. Swung on into right field, but caught. Hanged up there right at the right fielder. Rutschman with a solid liner. But the Orioles come up empty, and we are going extras. My friend, it's almost as if you couldn't wait to type that comment in. I barely got out calling the out. Did you have that comment like already typed in? You're just waiting to hit enter? I told you, BirdWatcher. I told you. I had this comment on standby. Rutschman isn't like fast, but he's a smart base runner. And that can sometimes make up for a lack of speed. He's faster than your average catcher, and he's not worth pinch running for, with Mateo already in the lineup, in my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. Extra innings, really? Well, I am under a contract obligation with Dickens Cider. I guess I'll have to do another read here. Folks, do you like an alternative beverage that packs a punch? You should try some hard cider. And no one makes a better hard cider than Dickens. The Dickens family has been around for generations, producing the highest quality cider money can buy. So, if you're looking for a nice buzz, might I suggest Dickens Cider today? I'm just reading my promo. I got a sponsor. Danny Coulomb is out to pitch. Who's our ghost runner for the Diamondbacks? Who do we got? I can't read the back of your jersey, my friend. Just don't say it's Corbin Carroll. Okay, it's Blaze Alexander. Hopefully his name isn't indicative of his speed. Newman at the plate. So it'll be 9-1-2 due up. And Coulomb, before he throws his first pitch, steps off the mound to look Blaze back to second. Pitch. It's a called strike, and that one looked high. Man, this ump is trash. You know what stinks is that it could very well come down to I almost dropped the F-bomb. It could come down to a really bad call by this ump. It really could. The 0-1, squaring around the bunt, taking the bat back, and it's a called strike too. Thank you very much, Newman. That's right, folks. Another sponsor just joining the BirdWatcher network, Bendover Plumbing. Do you have maybe a leak or a crack in your pipe? Try Bendover Plumbing today. I should be less comical right now. We got extra inning. It's 0-2. Hey, Janet set me up. Here's a swing and a foul back behind the plate. Oh, the eye rolling. Come on. Come on, the man. You know you love it. A little offbeat humor mixed in with everything else. That's what makes this a Baltimore channel. That's what makes it better than all the other channels out there. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A curveball from Coulomb. And down goes. Goodbye, Newman. Yeah, Card Crazed is still laughing. Ryan's laughing. But the man's rolling his eyes. The man just doesn't find it amusing enough. That's just too darn bad. Ketel Marte at the plate, and he takes a called strike. Let's go. Ghost runner still at second after that big first out. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Coulomb ahead of Marte 0-2. A pitch. Breaking ball. Fouled off to the left. Man, Marte got good wood on it. That was just a fraction of a millisecond from being a line drive down the left field corner. Craig Kimbrell is up in the pen. Oh, the man now has problem. I'm sorry, the man. That sounds like a problem that'll never go away. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Swung on by Marte. He's admiring his own foul ball there for a sec. That ball was hit high and far, but very foul. A lot of people hanging around here while we're still in extra innings. This one is off the plate outside, 2-2. Or is it 1-2? Excuse me. Man, they how are they so quick on that scoreboard? 1-2 the count. Pitch. Breaking ball grounded to third. Westberg looks the runner back. Goes to first in time. Jordan Westberg. The intelligence, the IQ. It's just, I'm done. Jordan Westberg, my favorite Oriole. I don't care. He's not going to lead the team in homers. He's not going to probably sell the most jerseys or whatever. I don't care. He's my favorite player. I'm done debating it in my own head. 2 down for Corbin Carroll. Pitch. Breaking ball. Top of the zone. Called strike. Man. There's another breaking ball, but this one stays upstairs. 1-1 the count on Carroll. Just one more out to get with the Diamondbacks not scoring the ghost runner. That would set us up so nicely in the bottom half. The pitch just off the plate outside. And I say just off. It's definitely outside, but with this umpire, it's just off. 2-1 the count. It's just a reminder, my friend. Let Janet do her thing. This one is tapped foul at the plate. 2 strikes on the batter. Come on, folks. I don't know what emoji you want to use right now to get hype, but we got 2 strikes and 2 out here in the 10th. 1 strike away from sending this to the bottom half and a big, big chance to walk this game off. Here comes the 2-2. Hit on the ground, right side. Mateo goes to a knee. He's got it. Over to first in time. Let's go to the bottom of the 10th. Let's win this game. Come on, folks. And you know what right now? That's it. Your boy's had enough. I'm looking right. I'm not even on the screen. I'm coming on the screen now. Now I'm on the screen. Folks, look. Listen to me right now. I'm getting up close. All right? Am I looking at you? Listen to me, all right? Take your device, put it a little closer to you right now, all right? You got headphones on? Turn them up. Listen to your boy right now. There's Orioles magic on this BirdWatcher channel, all right? I'm not feeding you a line here, all right? This is real. There is Orioles magic happening on this channel. Now, if you want to be a part of the magic, it's up to you. But I don't know how you're going to pass it up. I mean, I don't know how old you are out there right now. If you're unsubscribed and you're an Orioles fan, how long you've been waiting for a winner. But your boy here has been waiting 41 years. All right? I'm turning 47 right down the road here in a minute. I'm done waiting. There's a reason this channel started now. There's a reason this team's where they're at. We're on a mission. Get on board. That's my sales pitch. All right. Hey, Pure. Hey, Pure, I'd set my stream up today to go over to you. I didn't know how things would pan out, but wouldn't you know it, extra innings here at Camden Yards. Here we go. All right, the pep talk is over and the subscreen stays put. Bryce Jarvis, right-handed pitcher, on for the Diamondbacks. We are in the bottom of the 10th. Rutschman is going to be lifted for pinch runners, so there you go. Ryan McKenna will take Rutschman's place. Like I said, he's not the fastest, but he is a smart base runner, but I guess they want the pure speed. And now an intentional walk. Wow. So the Diamondbacks are going to put Ryan O'Hearn on for free. Of course, it doesn't matter if he scores. But they're going to say, we'd rather go after Ryan Mountcastle, the guy who's already got 3 hits today. Let's see if they chose wrong. Put those castles up in the chat, folks. Bottom of the 10th, 2 on, nobody out. First pitch is swung on and missed. 95 from Jarvis. Again, Mountie 3 for 4 tonight. Next pitch, swung on and fouled back 0-2. My goodness. I know Mountcastle's not the type to lay one down. He needed to be up here swinging, especially with the way he's been hitting tonight. But, man, it's going to be tough if we can't do something to get these runners over here before we start making outs. Pitch. Oh, first, a step off the rubber. Check on McKenna at second. That's it, cantankerous Bill. Fill up the chat with those special Oriole emojis. Pitch outside. 1-2 on Mountcastle. If you're just joining us, folks, where have you been? Bottom of the 10th, tie ball game. 4-4, Diamondbacks Orioles. First and second, nobody out. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A slider, and Mountie went and chased. Ouch. Could not pick up the slider out of the hand. That one, if it were straight, probably would have hit the zone on the outside corner at the knees. So Mountie felt compelled to go for it, but never stood a chance to make contact. 1 away for Santander. Let's get some taters up in the chat. Tony's had a big night. This one's off the plate. I say big night. He's only 1 for 4, but that one was a good one. The 1-0. Right down the middle, and I can't believe Santander took. Man, Santander will swing at anything, and he decides to take a pitch right down the middle. 1-1. This one is fouled back. A half-hearted swing from Santander. He didn't want to really commit, but he fouls it away. 2 strikes on him now. Get your popcorn ready, folks. It's just another Oriole ball game here. 1-2 on Santander. The pitch is hit foul behind the plate. Santander fisted that one away to stay alive. Colton Cowser would be next. 1-2. Upstairs, easy to lay off for Santander. 2-2. Are we anywhere near 100? Hey, we did hit 100 for the first time. I should have said that before. A couple of nights ago for that crazy game in D.C. We hit 100 likes. This one's low and in, not even close, and now the count is full on Santander. Now Jarvis, the pitcher, is the one on the ropes. He can't afford to walk him. And he can't afford to give up a fat pitch either. We've got action, folks. Full count, 1 out. The winning run at second base. Hang on to your hats. The pitch. Inside. Ball 4. Santander, another great at-bat. Not only did he hit the home run today, he has worked some long at-bats today. Some of our struggling hitters going up there, going down on strikes after seeing 3 or 4 pitches. Santander is working counts. Bases loaded for the milkman, folks. How about this? Your boy could be going bat guano crazy here in moments. We're going to have a meeting on the mound with the Diamondbacks. And this is the sun is already over my shoulder, folks. If you've been with me for this ball game, you have witnessed a man who sat down at 3 o'clock in the morning to call a baseball game. And here comes the sun. And you know what I like when the sun comes up? I like my milk delivered bright and early. I want to have it with my toast and orange juice. Maybe a little cereal. Here we go, folks. Bases loaded, but the runner at third is the one that counts. 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. The pitch. Bottom of the zone for a called strike. 0-1 on Cowser. There is a man with a cow hat and a Joe Boo bobblehead standing up waiting for something to happen. The 0-1 swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt. And Cowser steps away to collect his thoughts. We've got an 0-2 count. Come on, Colton. It's a we've got 1 out, dude. You don't have to even get a hit, man. Just lock in. Put it in play. Chances are we win this puppy. Come on. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Still 0-2. Folks, how do you feel hanging out with a BirdWatcher on a day-to-day basis with these Orioles? My goodness. I mean, should I open up a pharmacy as a side gig? Instead of merch, maybe I should sell pharmaceuticals for everybody to help get them through these games. This one is low for ball one. 1-2 the count on Cowser. Come on, folks. Drum roll, please. The pitch. Swung on the ground. Second for one. To first. The Diamondbacks turn a double play. Cowser slams his bat down in frustration. My goodness. My heart sinks. My heart sinks. Man, it is always something, man. I tell you what. I don't want to hear any negativity now. Look, did he blow the situation? Yeah. Are you going to sit here and say I think Colton Cowser is a bum? No. I mean, come on. You get up there and try to do what he needs to do. It ain't easy. It's what we want to do. It's what we hope to happen, but it didn't happen. Utterly. Janet, I want my mod and timeout. Janet, I've never done this before. You're getting a 1-minute timeout. What's the shortest timeout I can give? Okay, 10 seconds. Janet, you're done for 10 seconds. Janet, how dare you with that pun? Janet, please take this as humor. You know I appreciate you more than anything. Janet will be back in just a moment. I'm not bullying. I'm having fun. Janet, you're still with us, right? Janet? Janet? Oh, no. It's a 10-second thing, Janet. Oh, it's not time for Rocky Horror lyrics at this moment. Oh, Janet, I hope you... Janet. Okay. That was more than 10 seconds. I was getting worried. Janet, I did it for the goof, all right? I did it for the goof. For the goof. Just trying to do something to keep everybody's nerves, and I have to keep everybody's nerves, a little calm, because guess who's on the mound right now? It's Craig Kimbrell. Craig Kimbrell is on the mound. Is that Corbin? Oh, my God. Corbin Carroll is the ghost runner. Here we go. Gurriel at the plate. And Kimbrell steps off before he delivers his first pitch to check on Carroll. Tough situation. Janet, do you forgive me? Please tell me you forgive me, Janet. It was just a little bit of humor. Pitch is low and away. Ball one from Kimbrell. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. Oh boy, this is here we go. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. It's hit pretty well to right center, though. Carroll's going to be able to tag easily and get to third. So the ghost runner at third with one down. We can't get too upset if he does score because, folks, let's be honest, we should be scoring our ghost runner too. If he comes in, all we should be thinking is, well, we got to go and match him with that. We just don't want to give up more than that. Christian Walker at the plate. The infield is drawn up. I don't know if I quite agree with this. And a check swing, and it hits Walker. What's the call here? They're pointing the first base. That was pretty mid-swing. Trainer out to look at Walker. He is definitely... Yeah, I guess the bat wasn't... Well, I'd like to see a side angle, please. Here we go. Yeah, the bat head... Oh, yeah. Thing is, it's hard to... Yeah, either way, what's Kimbrel doing? Here we go, first and third. It sets up a double play situation. If there's a silver lining, I guess. One out, runners at first and third. Still tied at 4 in the top of the 11th. Jake McCarthy at the plate. First pitch from Kimbrel is outside. A good half foot off the plate. Again, the ghost runner should not be Kimbrel's main concern. And he checks the runner at first. Actually, a good idea. I like that. Runner at first, probably not thinking he's the one Kimbrel's thinking about. Here comes the 1-0 to McCarthy. There's a knuckle curve that catches the outside corner for a called strike. Solid location from Kimbrel on that pitch. 1-1. A strikeout or a double play would be great. This one is swung on and missed. High heat. McCarthy swings and misses. 2 strikes. Folks, I mean, we've done a Houdini act a couple of times this season. Don't act like it ain't possible. Hold your breath. 1-2 the count. Come on, Kimmy. Come on. Pitch. This one's hit in the air and fouled off to the left. Runner at first had taken off with the pitch. Good spot from Kimbrel on that pitch as well. It was top of the zone on the outside corner. Carroll at third. Walker at first. The 1-2 again. In there. Called strike 3. Out number 2. Out number 2, folks. This game is still tied. How about that? Maybe we do get the 740 tonight. Why not? Going deep. I mean, the sun is all the way up over here now. Here's Suarez. One more batter to get to keep this game tied. Let's go. The pitch. Just a little too high there from Kimbrel. He was looking to dot the top of the zone, but a little too high. 1-0 on Eugenio Suarez, who's 0 for 3 so far tonight. 1-0 pitch. In there. Top of the zone. 95 on the gun. 740. You guys rule. Thanks so much. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. Shortstop Gunner goes to second for the force. We are out of that jam. How did we do it? How did we do it? Come on. We get another chance to get this game in our pocket. I mean, what are we doing? Folks, we're not even 25% of the way through this season. How many medical issues is this team going to give me calling all these games? Have you been watching these games? The BirdWatcher has. I mean, every game is like the Red Wedding episode from Game of Thrones. It is top tier, like gut-wrenching, dramatic entertainment. And I don't know how much this heart can take. 9 more. My God, the drama. I tell you what. Hey, we hit 741. That's great. Because you know what? This little graph down here, this little top part used to say 740. Now that says 760. There's your new target. You know what? The only sub I want right now is a sandwich. I got to be honest. Your boy's getting hungry. Man, another one of these games, man. I tell you what. And hey, how about a hand for Craig Kimbrell? I know that's a lot to ask, but he did pitch in back-to-back games. And he didn't completely poop the bed, right? So, baby steps? Can we offer Craig Kimbrell baby steps? That might be too much to ask. I had a feeling that was too much to ask. Cowser's the ghost runner. Westberg at the plate. And again, this seems to be the move every time. The first batter, the pitcher steps off the rubber before throwing a pitch. Cowser with pretty good speed at second base. Westberg. He goes opposite field. Is it fair? It is! It's a fair ball. The milkman rounds third. You can forget that throw. This ball game is over. Jordan Westberg. I told you he's my favorite player. Westberg gets the Gatorade bath and the Orioles walk off another thriller. 5-4 in 11. Come on. Get some. The wild, wild Westberg. You better bring your gunners to the wild, wild Westberg. And I tell you what, it's coming up on high noon over here by now. Opposite field. Again, the approach by Westberg just serves it. Opposite field, there's nobody around. Cowser comes around. No play at the plate. Ball game. Jordan friggin' Westberg. When did they start handing out all-star ballots? I bet you he's not even, like, officially on, like, a thing. Like, you might have to write him in. I don't know. But write him the hell in. What can't this dude do? All right. Let's go back to the final check on everything. My God, what a... How do I... Oh, by the way, folks, can we... Is there a hat emoji in the emojis? Can we... How about a round of applause for the hat? Is anybody going to sit here and deny the hat? Hello. Craig Kimbrell gets his 4th win of the season. I think that's tied for the team lead. Isn't it funny how things work out? Jarvis gets the loss. Gunner, a 2-hit ball game, including a bomb. Rutschman struggled 0 for 5, but we'll give him a pass. O'Hearn had a hit and an RBI. Mountie, 3 for 5 with a run scored. Santander went deep. Cowser, that ghost runner, came around to score the winning run. Also had a hit in the ball game. And Westberg, a 4-hit game. His average now back over 300. A couple of RBI. Look at that. Double, single, fly out, single, single. Kjerstad didn't get it done. Didn't have a nice one played in the outfield. We won the game with Kjerstad starting in left. That's all I know. And Mullins almost got a full day off. Mateo doing great things as well. He scored a run. John Means, I mean, you couldn't expect him to put in the kind of performance he did in his first start of the season. It was a little rough. 6 hits and 4 2/3, but he didn't walk anybody. He was, he's still got. I still say, when Grayson comes back, we'll see what we do, but we're definitely going to get Means out there for at least one more start. Mike Ballman, how about this? 2 1/3 innings, giving up just the 1 hit and nothing else. I mean, from a pitching perspective, you got to give him the award for pitcher of the day. Keegan Aiken, Ynier Cano, Danny Coulombe, and Craig Kimbrell all throw scoreless innings. And remember, folks, those last 2 innings were with ghost runners. We shut them down with a ghost runner twice. That is hardcore. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Once again, folks, final score, Orioles 5, Diamondbacks 4. Is there anything else I need to tell you other than the fact that tomorrow, first pitch 1:35 p.m., your boy will be on at 1:25 p.m. If you haven't hit that like button already, why don't you do it on the way out? Same with subscribing. Tell a friend. Zach Gallen against Dean Kramer on the mound tomorrow. Folks, I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday night. And it's just getting started for you guys. I'm going to go have some breakfast. Have a great Saturday night. Come on back for Sunday. Yeah, let's go for a sweep. What do you say? Come on back tomorrow, guys. Thanks for everything, especially Janet Hill, folks. A round of applause for her as well. Card as well for helping out. Pure for always hooking me up. Cantankerous old fart. Bill Holland and all the, Magic members. David and France. Everybody, thank you so much. This has been the BirdWatcher. I'll chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.